We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Houston Texans. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They go play action here on first down. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. This is going to be a Raiders first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
To throw now on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
First play's a run with Nwangu. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, it's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Taking it about the 36. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They'll give him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up. They can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here we go on 4th down. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Texans scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles. Because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. We're scoreless after 1. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
But both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now 3rd down and very long. Stroud to throw it. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Play action. Stroud now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Mustang 19.
Stroud His throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This now a 3rd and 4. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Dragon 60. Street.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second and 9 now. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now here's a throw that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Texans' 16-yard line.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the locker. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And the return will stop right around the 25. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 23. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. His 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Texans nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball.
They've got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. And Stroud now to throw. Trying to stretch the field with Schultz. And it'll be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. Gets around him. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, 27 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Lutz with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's complete to Adams. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
Second and 6.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 3rd and 4. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Nwangu now from his end zone.
Today, Nwangu on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 2. Pierce takes it straight. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Hands it off out of the gun. Able to fight through 1 tackle. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. They'll try to run this one in. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. It's their quarterback scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Raiders up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Pierce now up the middle. Ooh, the juke. Takes it to about the 37.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers sit the edge.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Handoff right side, Nwangu. Powerful running. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
A 1-yard gain. Brings up third.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Well, on 4th down here, that pass knocked away.